niggas on the pod.
Oh, I didn't set the intro. What's up, everybody? We back live.
My boy said, fuck a countdown. You getting straight to it.
We're straight to it, man. We back live on the Let's Talk About the Live podcast, IDK Pod.
Yeah.
I ain't even get to do the countdown to set up nothing else. Hold on. All right, that'll be good. Hey, man. We back, man.
We look rushed, and we look like we just came in, just walked into the room. It's all rushed.
Oh man, we back. We back live, man. That's all that matters. We back. You know, missed a couple weeks. We back.
This is a meticulous production. I just want everybody to know this is a very trained, skilled production, precise.
Yeah, facts.
To the detail.
I ain't took the intro video or nothing. But you know what it is. Subscribe, like to the pod, IDK Sports Pod, the premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Live on Thursdays. Also catch us Monday on our pod. Like, follow, share, let your mother, sister, brother, everybody know. This is the premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. Got my man Kenny with me. And man, we about to get into some stuff. I'm going straight in the mess, bro. Straight in the mess, man. Hey, man, your boy Anthony Edwards, yo.
Go. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. What do you want me to say, man? Hats off to that young man.
That man.
Breaking the mold, brother.
Damn. I don't say. I mean, with all the circumstances that came with it. Okay, let me do two ways I feel about it, all right?
Okay.
I get why he would do it, right?
Yes.
I get why he would do it, right? I get why you would go out there, you know, go ahead and say, I ain't want the baby anyway. Shorty had the baby. Let me go ahead and pay my meal up front, and I'll be done with it. I don't want nothing to do with it.
2-piece.
I get it. But as a father, I'm like, hey, yo, this kid do got to grow up. This little girl got to grow up. What is your hooper?
And that's the difference, right? I'll start with the second point first. That's the difference, right? And like I seen some talk on social media, they were saying like, why didn't he just sign over parental rights? I mean, hey, bro, sometimes we make decisions in a vacuum. Sometimes we say like, hey, bro, this is a decision that was made more towards the mom as opposed to the child. Like, hey, who knows where I may be in 5, 10, 15 years. Maybe I might spin the block and come back and I'm ready to be a dad. Or maybe tomorrow I might feel like I'm ready to be a dad. But in this very moment, your mama, in this very moment, your mama,
damn nerves.
I don't want to hear nothing from your mama. So in a vacuum, I understand making a decision, but as right now, I'm not really feeling like being a dad. And mind you, this brother already got, I think he got like 3. He had 3 kids in like the past 3 or 4 years.
I don't know. I don't know the numbers. So I don't want to put that.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like I think he had
they real close together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this isn't like, oh, I don't want to be a dad. Yeah. This is very much, I don't rock with your mama.
I want to be a dad with you.
I don't mind parenting, but I'm not parenting with you. So
Shorty got out here on social media and was trying to defend herself from saying she's not a gold digger. Right?
Oh, you ain't got no chance to be. And that's the point. And that's why I applaud him. Because you ain't got a chance to be. I mean, I just bust you down with $2 million out the gate.
You know that she's also a little baby mama too, though.
Hats off to you.
So now
I know she's 30 plus.
Shorty was defending herself, but then I kind of felt different about it too when I found out Shorty gave the money. Like he gave the money for the the Plan B jank.
100 piece.
Bread.
100 piece.
It only cost like $40.
That was, he threw the 100 on top of the insurance. They're like, hey, look, you're gonna have something to go along with this too. Like, hey, go to the clinic, and for your pain and suffering, here's this 100 piece that you can hold with you.
Yeah, because what's 100,000 minus 40?
You know what I'm saying? Like, here's for your pain and suffering. Here's 100,000 that you can hold to yourself.
We had $99,960,000 for pain and suffering. I mean, he told you he didn't want to have a baby. I mean, it's the same man that last year said, "Send the video."
Right. So she took the she passed go, collect $200, and she still kept the baby. So there ain't no surprise of what's to come out. Cause like again, I don't want to have the baby
with you.
Here's the 100. Here's the 100,000.
Parent with you. That's
right.
I don't want a parent. Like I got other kids, and I want the parent with them other kids, but I don't want a parent
with you.
That's crazy. That's nasty.
You took the 100,000. You didn't take the plan B.
Well, so they came what 1,180,000 off the. Yes.
What we talking about? Was that 26 months? He paid. Was it 26 months? I don't do math after 5 o'clock. But you paid the full 18 years up front, and it's smart. It's smart for all my brothers that have been through the legal system when it comes to stuff like this.
Talk about it.
It's pretty smart because you know what I'm saying?
It's smart. Yeah.
That boy got a little experience, man.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about. I just say I can empathize. To a degree, I can empathize because he's paying today's rate. That means once this rate is put in black and white, don't talk about. I don't want to talk about no increases, no. You done made this contract or you done got this endorsement, so you need to pay. We need more or whatever the hell you can dispute down the road. Like I said, I don't know what little baby doing, but I know what Anthony Edwards' pockets is doing because those his contracts on ESPN.
Yeah, and he did it before the tariffs hit too. So hey, price didn't go up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the courthouse. I'm gonna bust down this $2 million.
Well, it ain't $2 million. I think he got away with like $1,080,000, like 1.08, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, was it full 18 or was that for like 9?
That was full 18.
The full 18?
Yeah.
So so she signed off for 1.08 million. What the child go to college?
I can do a quick Google. I mean, it's only.
I'm saying, like, what the child go to college or something like that? That's
like, still $1 million. That's what that is.
Come on.
She's trying to get the wrong young one. She got a YN. She should have went like who you call it, like Drea did. Drea got Jalen. You know what I'm saying? And she cooking that boy lamb and oxtails and stuff. That boy never trying to leave.
And he hooping. You know what I'm saying?
The game did get better. He did get better.
So, you know what I'm saying? You just got the right one. At the end of the day, you just got the right one. But go ahead, y'all. I've been rapping. Y'all go.
Talk about empathize.
that came from the chest.
This boy talking about the rate. I was like, I didn't even know rates change. You know what I'm saying?
Child support, gas is the same. Gas prices.
Oh my goodness. Hey man, more of the story, man. Just be real.
Come on, man.
Man, he ain't shit for that, man. Cause what about the child, man? What about the child?
That's another part of it nobody's talking about.
The child needs a father, bro, at the end of the day, man. Child ain't, you know what I'm saying, sign up for this nonsense, man. But so cool, man. Hopefully you don't have to learn this lesson the hard way, man. All it takes is that one good ankle sprain. You know what I'm saying? But hey, more power to you, bro.
More power to him, man. Hey, I guess. Before that's wow. I'm like, I don't want no parts.
Bruh.
What I gotta pay, I what I gotta pay? What I got, already, so do the 1.08 get that 100,000 get deducted? Because I'm petty enough as a lawyer. I tell my lawyer, nah, take that 100,000 out. Though. Take that because that was for the plan B. And again, they cost $40. He gave her 100,000. So Shorty ran off with the plug and kept the plug too. So it's a
That's
lot.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. He said, sends her the bread. Be like, hey, plan B. All right, boom. Here's another 100,000 for some shh. No pictures. Like, just to be quiet. Here's the pain and
Then you
suffering.
go on the internet. They're exposing it. Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, so here's the pain and suffering money. 100,000. You didn't take the plan B. You took the 100,000 on top of that. And you talk, oh man, what? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this ain't the pod for it, but I can go. This ain't the pod.
This dude is crazy.
All right, next top. Moving on, yo.
Moving right along.
Moving on. Let's before I get to the final four, let's get some NFL talk real quick though, because I got some takes on this NFL draft. The more and more I look at the class, the more and more I look at things.
Yeah.
I don't love the rush-ins in this class. Either they lack size, lack production, or they lack amount of time played. Like James Pierce didn't play it. Like when you look at, he didn't take that many. He took the least amount of snaps out of all the top rush-ins. Because that defensive line for Tennessee was stacked, right?
Yeah.
The guy from Texas A&M, can't think of their name.
Yeah, I say Stewart. Yeah.
Stewart. Was the production there? Great defense. Texas A&M had a great defense. For all three levels, was a great defense.
Right.
Was the production there?
Nah.
Like James Pierce had production, but he didn't play that much. He didn't play that many downs. The guy from Boston College in a weaker ACC had production. Can't think of his name right now. Had production.
I got you. Donovan Ezaraku. I got you.
Yeah. Production, right?
Yeah.
Abdul Carter. Physical talents, physical traits are there. But for top 5, was he a takeover? Like these rush ins make me kind of nervous. Somebody gonna take them early, and I think somebody gonna lose out. Like I'm gonna keep it above with you. Might get some hate for this because you know my football team give me hate for. I don't take Abdul Carter top 5.
Yeah, now I see your point. It's like, you know, it's a give and take, especially with this class of pass rushers, right? So in the case of Donovan Ezaraku, right? I think that was like one of the last ones you mentioned. Or you mentioned Abdul Carter last, my bad. But with like Donovan Ezaraku, right? You have his sack numbers are like double digits, 16. She said, you know, like I think he had like 16, 15, something like that, right? So you take that, like, damn, you know what I'm saying, bro can really, you know, he can really get after it. He got a skill set, or should I say tool set of how he wins, you know, off the edge with the speed to power. He got, you know, a combo passing that he can throw off.
And he can move inside.
All right. But also then you take into what also another factor that you mentioned was like you kind of think about, I think he's like what, 6'3", 6'4", 245 playing weight. Not what's listed on ESPN for those listening. His playing weight's probably somewhere around 640, 645. Like, I don't know if that still holds up in like a football or a pro league that's kind of going back to running the football. You know what I mean?
So you feel about it? How you feel about James Pierce then? He has
skills again, but he got a wiry frame. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
again, same thing with Abdul Carter.
He just didn't play enough for me. Like he wasn't on the field a lot. I want to take a chance on. I keep missing their names up. The guy Texas A&M, Shamar Stewart. I got you. Physical traits, little bit bigger kid, right?
Right.
Physical traits, but at the same time, that lack of production was rough though.
He's not dominant. Right. He's not.
That lack of production is not holding me back. Like I just don't. I don't like none of them. Like I personally think it's a better D tackle draft than it is a rush in draft.
No question.
But man, I just don't like that. That's what bothers me. Like the past 2 weeks, I've been looking at them, been looking at tape, been looking at film on them and stuff. And I was like, none of them like overly jump out a screen for me. You know what I'm saying? And I like Abdul Carter, besides him wearing the same numbers as Michael Parsons, I don't see the comparison.
But see, like with a cat like I'm gonna go back to Shamar Stewart, right? So what they try to justify it nowadays is that instead of if the sack numbers are not there, they'll say like he has his pass, what's it called, pass rush win rate. I think that's the percentage number that they use. They use that as a justifiable, like, or as a substitute to why the sack numbers are there. Like, so okay,
going up against top offensive linemen week in and week out too. He was going to get some dogs.
Yeah. So even though he didn't finish the play, or it didn't end up in like a sack or a sack fumble, at least he beat his man, or he did, speed up, a quarterback's clock, to where he can get the play off or get the pass off. So use those justifiable numbers. But to me, that kind of feels like, I know I'm always in like a DB mindset. That sounds like a pass breakup to me as opposed to a pick. You know what I'm saying? You either made the play or you didn't.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Or did you get the tackle for loss, or did you get the sack, or you didn't? You know what I mean?
It just
like
I don't get it. I'm not so. Another one that maybe y'all help me answer. Where do these quarterbacks get drafted? Because I thought the Raiders might do a quarterback, but then they just gave Geno an extension, a nice extension, like added 2 years. I think it was like, I think he making 30 mil or something like that
per year.
I can't find it now, but they gave him a nice little extension though. 2 years, I think 65 million altogether for that extension. So I think it's about 30 mil a year. So that's not backup quarterback money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, hey, we going with you. The Giants go get Jameis and Russell. So now don't know where that leads to, right? The Browns don't know what they're gonna do, but they might get Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter from what people are saying. So it sounds like Cam Ward might be number one. Where do y'all where do you think Shedeur falls to? I think Shedeur gonna be number 2.
I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I was saying like a lot of this fallout clearly stems from like how they feel about Shedeur Sanders, and it might not even be just Shedeur Sanders. It's like what he comes with, like like you bring Dion with you, and he's gonna have a comment every Sunday about the play on the field or the plays that's being called. Like I'm not inviting that into my organization. I'm not inviting that fanfare to my organization. So you throw that on top of some scouts may already think that Shedeur is too immature, or he's not a leader of men, or because I don't think there's no issue with the play on the field. The boy can play. Let's get rid of that notion already. Yeah. But he can play. But as far as what comes with him, is like I don't know how they feel, because there's been way worse characters at the quarterback position that came through the ranks before, and they still went first round, or they still went top 10, if you ask me. But I think Shedeur still goes top 10. Whether that takes a trade, I know he don't pass the Steelers. At the end of the day, I know he don't pass the Steelers. He don't pass 20. I think they're at 20 or 21. Shedeur don't pass the Steelers.
But speaking of the Steelers, what the heck are they doing? That's another, like, what are the Steelers doing?
That's Josh boy, Aaron Rodgers.
You wanted Justin Fields, but Justin Fields felt away. So Justin Fields went to the Jets. Because supposedly Justin Fields was the target, but he took the Jets offer instead. You played around with Aaron Rodgers to the point where Russell Wilson signed with the Giants. Now Aaron Rodgers still hasn't gave you no definite. And you still now you got the quarter. They got Mason Rudolph and who else on the roster? Ain't nobody else good. So why would you put all your eggs in one basket like that? I don't get
it. That's Josh Boyd. They play around with Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, that's the wrong side of Pennsylvania, brother. You feel me? I'm on the other side, man. About 3-4 hours away.
It's just weird to me. Like, why are you sitting there?
Well, I think in like Aaron Rodgers' case, right? If I was to give him some grace, which I don't, but he doesn't he doesn't want to be Kirk Cousins, right? So like with Kirk, you sign during free agency, and then just to be on the team and come, first round or first night of the draft, your replacement gets drafted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and even now they still talking about Kirk as a trade option for the Falcons. It's like, bro, if I'm only gonna be here for y'all to mentor a backup, which we know Aaron Rodgers ain't doing from his time with Green Bay, like I'm not teaching no youngin. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody else to do it. Get to prepare the others. So, I think that's his case. Like, yo, I'm not signing before the draft,
bro. Oh, that Kirk Cousins check cleared. You know
yeah, often. Often.
Kirk do get the bag. But now, like, the other guy I was talking about Kenny too was Jalen Walker from Georgia. I couldn't think of him. Had the injury, but he's very talented too. And he's a run stopper too. He can play on the field the whole time. But that ankle injury messed him up this year.
Yeah, but my issue with him is that what is his position?
Is he edge inside?
Like he played, you know what I'm saying? He played off-ball linebacker too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's different for a cat like, let me throw one out there, like Jahad Campbell from Alabama. He is like 6'4", 250. You know what I'm saying? That has the athletic skills or has the measurements to play edge or off-ball. But with Jalen Walker, you're looking at somebody that's like 6'3", probably 230.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where is your position? Some people see that as the plus. I don't. I like definitive, you know what I'm saying, players if I'm taking you in the first round. So I see your case about not really liking the pass rushers in this draft, bro. Because it's like it's a give or take. I don't know. I still think Abdul Carter's a safe bet though. If you're asking me, I think he's a safe bet.
That high?
It's a safe bet, bro. That's even if you don't like,
you won't lose your job. He won't make you lose your job.
Thank you.
I give you that. He won't make you lose your job.
At the very least, you getting like a plus athlete on defense. And you can never, you know what I'm saying, you can never go without too many athletes on the field.
Yeah. So last take on this draft before I move off of it, we talk about the Final Four. Not really the receivers. Okay. Not really feeling the receiver. And the one I don't really feel the most is the one everybody thinks is the best one.
Yeah. Just cause.
Any other year, I don't think he'd be a first one. I think he's the best of a kind of weak class.
He's the best of this crop, and that's it. And even that's debatable on depending on what you like out of your receivers. Like dudes like 6'4", 220. You know, we want to compare him. He ain't Julio. We ain't gonna do that. But you know, you want to compare him to like a Michael Pittman or a Drake London, just for people like for recent draft picks. But even then, his routes ain't like that. Again, you have a A+ athlete, athletic measurement dude. That's it. Contested catches, sure. Even if you want to give him that trait. But I'm not going to bat, or I'm not, building my offers around somebody maybe winning a 50-50 go ball. I'm not, that's not what we're going to lead.
That's not how the game is played no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not looking for a Dez Bryant no more. You know what I'm saying? No shade to Dez. But that's not where the league is at. And we done seen his type or his people with that same measurement fizzle out too. And make way for guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown or Cooper Kupp. Really? People that can create separation or getting out their breaks. You know what I mean?
I don't know what Josh went.
Who knows, bro? But with cats like the Terrell, or even if I move off McMillan, go to guys like Matthew Golden. Now, he is a route runner. Superb route runner. I'll give him that. Mm-hmm. But injuries too. You got to take into account his injury history.
Yeah.
I don't know if as a whole, I think you keep going further down the list. I like Luther Burden. if I was to pick my wide receiver one, I like Luther Burden out the group. I think people are kind of like fizzling out on him just because they so wrapped up in like who McMillan could like what McMillan's potential could be.
What his ceiling is, yeah.
Right. Thank you. So I think they're wrapped up in that. But cats like Luther Burden and Emeka Egbuka, they can win routes and they can win, whether they're perimeter receivers or in the slot. Again, safe choices. I like people that's gonna keep me employed. You know what I'm saying? I like definitive players. So, you know what I'm saying? That's usually how I was scale. At the end of the day, that's gonna be my final metric. But as a class and as a whole, man, you ain't looking for no, there ain't no elite neighbors, there ain't no Justin Jeffersons, Jamar Chases. This ain't that draft class.
Yeah. But I don't really see it. Before we get into the Final Four, ain't your man's about to fight?
What you talking about? I know you about to say we talking about tennis shoes or boots.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. What they said something's funny with the fight?
No, I'm saying, is he about to fight? I don't know. Ain't it coming up?
Yeah, it's the 12th, I believe.
So it's next weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Man, now you got me looking. Hold on, bro. They check. Yeah, it's the 12th, bro. Don't play with my dog.
I thought it was. Hey, bro, ain't nobody talking about it, so I thought it was this weekend.
Bro, yeah, that's because your boy Bud got everybody in a frenzy right now. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? All he doing is making a, you know what I'm saying? He's just doing a unification fight. That's all. Trying to run 147 real quick. Something that we used to respect. You know what I'm saying?
Used to not, you know what I'm saying, bail out of fights, but he's a runner, he's a track star.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a quick unification.
I can't even say that because my dog done said, should never touch that bottle. I said, damn. But Smith said that, I should never touch the bottle. I said,
that hurt your heart. That hurt your heart.
I said, it's over.
That's the shit that hurts your heart, bro.
He ain't never coming back, fellas. He
done, bro. He done.
All right.
Yo, real quick. If we can get one more in, just about like I know we just did boxing real quick, but we got one more football one, bro.
Yeah.
It can't. Jesus. So what happened this past week, right, is down there in Florida, they had like a coaches meeting, right? Where like coaches and owners, I think it's like a coaches owners meeting.
Oh yeah. Talk about it.
I was hoping that I was trying to get to this while Wibbs was still on, bro. But dog, the hate gotta stop. The hate has to stop. Green is not I know y'all the Packers, but Green doesn't look good on you always, bro. Like the fact that y'all lobbying for like the tush push or the brotherly shove to be banned.
Hey, player safety.
Name an injury. You gotta be. They have no statistics on player health when it comes to that play. Nothing.
Player safety. I'm for it. Don't let me
show the statistics.
Don't let me get a vote. And then y'all have the nerve to like fake hard snapping too. That was crazy.
And we did it at the one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the Commanders game, they actually did it at the 1 yard line. Like, yo, stop the hate. Stop the hate.
What do you mean? Say your piece. Well, I say mine. I'm about to bring the hate.
Ahead, Williams.
Hey, man. Personally, I don't know what a tush push is. I know what a QB sneak is. You feel me? It's just a QB sneak. That's all it is. I can't stop the QB sneak. You know what I'm saying? Show me the dude.
QB sneak with three burly motherfuckers.
Man, but here's my thing. The play's been stopped. It's like it's been stopped before.
Hey, bro. Get it out of the game.
Dude,
not the football I grew up with. Not that football.
He said not the football I grew up with. Man, you got Sean McVay leading the pack and stuff.
Get it out of here.
He whooped y'all ass twice this year. You know what I'm saying? He's salty. Why is Sean McVay speaking on this? You know
Williams, they worried about 1 yard when like Saquon and did like 200 plus on y'all twice.
205 to be exact. 205 to be exact.
He did 200 on y'all twice. And y'all complaining about 1 yard?
It's just not the tush push. Y'all got doing other variations. Y'all got the pass play out of it, the little quarterback sneak, the little quarterback end around, the little hand it off to Saquon. Nah, bro, too much, bro. It's too much, bro. You shouldn't be able to push players forward. Because I can't, but no, on the real, this is where I'll be joking, but at the same point, right? If forward momentum stops, if a defensive player drives you backwards, why should offensive players be able to push people forward?
Is there a rule against defensive players aiding other defensive players to create the surge? Like, so that surge that we're talking about between like the B, like between both B gaps, that surge.
Head up, and I push you backwards. If I push you back 2 or 3 yards before they blow the whistle, it stops where your forward progression ended.
That's the same surge that happens during a regular QB sneak.
Okay. Now stay there. If we meet up at the 10 and I push you back to the 7, they're gonna put the ball where? Back at the 10, right? Because your forward progression stopped, right? Yeah. So why does the offensive player get the luxury of being pushed forward 2 or 3 yards? I mean, that's a fair question.
If you break the plane, you break the plane. You feel me? That's what it comes down to.
That's a fair. Y'all cannot tell me that's not a fair question.
Yeah, if your momentum is stopped, but also we're trusting in real game time, in real game speed, to call the play dead. Now,
in basketball, they call the play dead. A couple of seconds might run off. They don't review every play. Excuse me.
Right. But if we're trusting in real game speed, that we're trusting the ref to call the play dead. Now, mind you, this has been an issue, not only just with plays with the brotherly shove, but with players that fumble, or if that's the case, shit. If we talking about it, some of those false start plays, or where like the quarterback would goose the defense to do a false start, and he still throws like a 30-40 yard play. That play should be called dead too. So it's a thin line again about like where you want to.
Both of those are offensive advantages. Again, defense don't get no love.
Then start the conversation there. I'm talking about play in general. I'm talking about complete all football in general, not one play.
The play shouldn't be called dead until the ref called the play dead. So if I stand up with a guy, you give the offensive guy a chance to break my tackle and move forward, right? But you don't give me a chance to push him backwards. That's the part I don't understand. Because like they really don't blow the whistle. They're like, oh, are they still working? Are they still moving? And then
so if we're talking about an addendum to the rule, then put that play on a time clock. Whatever your progression is at, and within 2 to 3 seconds, that's where we're marking the ball at.
Yeah, because you're giving the offensive guy an advantage. Because really, if Saquon, we meet head up and I stop him, I gotta hold him till that dude blow the whistle. But if he break my tackle and blow the whistle, you keep going. If I push him backwards, then you blow the whistle. Oh, forward progression stopped here. So why? Then again, it's the tush push. Offensive linemen can come push jokers forward, but defensive linemen can't come push a joker backwards.
Again,
I just don't believe jokers should be able to push jokers forward. Just stop the quarterback sneak on your own and you just get forward, fine. I just don't think jokers. I hate that you can push people forward. I hate that.
Okay, again, the rule should be changed to not aiding a runner or aiding the ball carrier, however you want to say it. We're not aiding the ball carrier, but if I'm somebody that's just a blocker or that was at one point aiding the runner, if I'm just pushing the pile, not the runner, but if I'm pushing the pile, that's different than just banning the play altogether. Again, we just came up with
aiding the runner.
Again, we just came up with 2 rules, whether it's putting the play on a time window, or you only allowed to aid the blockers, not the runner or the ball carrier. We just came up with 2 rules as opposed to just banning the play altogether.
So you saying instead of the brotherly shove, like Saquon can run up and aid the guard in the block, but don't touch Jake. I'm with that. Aiding the runner is a lot. Aiding the runner is a lot. And the defense don't get that same opportunity.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. But just come out.
Bro, just stop the play. That's all you got to do. You feel me? You a grown man.
It's an impossible play. I think
it's not. It's not. The play's been stopped.
Jokers don't know how to run it. It does get stopped a lot. It does get stopped besides y'all. That's why I look bad. Me personally, take the tush push out. I believe aiding the runner should be taken out of football altogether. You shouldn't be able, once you're in the open field, or once you shouldn't be able to push a runner forward. Because the defense can't push nobody back. So that's why I stand with it. Like, to keep it above. Like, people can let me know in the chat if I'm crazy, but I don't. It used to be where you couldn't aid a runner. Like the runner had to like do it on their own. You know what I'm saying? Defense can stand you up or help like get you on the ground, but that's why they made the forward progress rule. Because if I do push you backwards, it still stops for your forward progress stop.
Correct.
So why can the offense
progress, bro? What's up with the progress with the Panthers, though? Since we're talking about forward progress.
Here we go. Here we go with the hate. Hey, bro, we're not talking about the Panthers right now.
All I'm saying is, bro, when you make like when you just saying like, yo, ban a play, it's such a targeted rule.
It was nasty.
It's such a targeted rule. Like, hey, this one team is so successful at this play that we gotta ban it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So, okay, let's take it out the realm of a brotherly shove or anything else. Let's say somebody else comes up with a play that's as successful. That has nothing to do with aiding a runner or forward progression. None of the stuff that we just talked about. But they just have a successful play that just seems impossible to stop. Are we banning that too? It's a slippery slope, bruh. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do like that the one rule I do like they changed is they about to use AI not AI, but computer technology for first downs. Them chains don't be always stretched out all the time. Like Otis and Clyde don't always be coming down. Like they don't be stretched all the way. Like I'm glad they finally using the technology that we have.
Yeah, bro. Some of them first downs don't be first downs, bro.
Like you really got to get 9.5 yards to the 10 because they ain't playing out for
For real, man.
Bro. They doing everything but like, I don't know, bro. Like, we talking about player safety, man. They done moved up the daggone kickoffs or the special teams. Like, they done moved up the kickoff line.
I do like the kickoff rule though. You don't like the kickoff thing?
Bro, what? Because a touchback is at 35 yards now?
That and the incentivized returns. Like, it was a lot more returns this year. Maybe not, but people at least tried to return. It got to a point which is touchback after touchback after touchback. Because now you got to kick it in that zone, and if they kick it in that zone, you have to run. You have to try to like get some yards.
Man, if the league wants scoring, I get that point of it. But it's from like a player healthy stand, like from a player health standpoint, y'all doing everything but that. You know what I'm saying? We adding extra games to the season. We create more car collisions with this kickoff thing. Like, bro, like what we doing? We can't do all that and argue about a 1 yard play. That those two don't correlate.
So I mean, we blew teams out too, so it's not just that one play that, you know what I'm saying, we're already down by 30 in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just a yard. I'll tell you that.
That's what I'm saying with cats like the Packers, bro, like a 1 yard play didn't stop y'all from getting smacked by double digits, bro.
Yeah. That Dallas Goedert stiff arm? Legendary.
All right. So let's get into it. We about 40 minutes in. Let's get into Final Four, man, this weekend, man. Final Four. Let's talk the men's first. What?
No, go ahead.
Yo, you got my head. Let's talk the men's game.
My bad. Go ahead, bro.
We got at 6 o'clock, basically on CBS Saturday. You got Florida versus Auburn. SEC matchup again. Two really good. Like Florida is playing the best in the clutch right now, and Auburn has been the best team all year. So I don't know. That's a toss up, man. I'm gonna take Florida just because I seen Walter Clayton that made a name for himself, and he scored like 30 on my Spartan. So I'm gonna just stick with that. I'm gonna stick with Florida, but I think it's gonna be a really close game though.
I like I'm going to say I like the SEC matchup. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? And we got number one seeds playing. Oh shit, all of them are number one seeds for that. I can say that for both matchups. But I like again Walter Clayton been on the tear. Is he dealing with any like health issues? He's straight?
Nah, it's the Broom guy for Auburn. He's
Broom that got the
got
injury.
a shoulder, like an elbow injury, but they say he's good to go.
Okay. Yeah, man. They good perimeter shooters. They do that, you know what I'm saying? So I think they stick with the hot hand, bro. They got it for me.
Oh, dang.
I want to go to Williams.
Yeah. I guess he had a call or something come through. Like I said, Broom and what's that other dude name? That guard they got. I think it's I forgot the guard they got. Balling right now.
Also with that, like Auburn got a good bench too. Like they a part of like their run so far is they've been getting a lot of points off the bench. So with that also determines a lot of momentum in the game, especially in the Final Four game, big stage. You know what I'm saying? Lights is bright. This is what we all play for at the end of the year. Like those type of metrics or those like I won't call them intangibles, but those things matter, in high intense games. So with Auburn's depth, I like that late push. I don't think it's going to be a great margin to determine this game, but it's going to be a battle for sure. Because I did just think about Auburn's depth off the bench.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with. I think Florida gonna get them. I think it'd be a close game. I'm gonna say 82-77.
Yeah,
that's about where I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Next game, Houston versus Duke. This game can go two ways for me. I think it could be a blowout by Duke because Duke, like Duke got Cooper Flag, but they also got other guys that can ball, and they start off like they're tall. Like I think their guard is like 6'6" or something like that. Like they're tall cats. Duke is the most dominant team, like the most dominant team in this tournament. Houston did have a dominant performance in the Sweet 16. I mean, the Elite Eight. So, against a really good Tennessee team. So, but I'm gonna still go Duke. I think Duke kind of wins this kind of easy. I think it might get close late, but I think Duke kind of wins this by double digits, and I think they kind of control the game the whole time. You got the best player in the country.
Yeah.
You got a tall team. Look like a basic NBA team out there as far as the height wise. They play good defense, and your best player doesn't care about scoring 25. He doesn't have to score 25. He'll play defense. He'll block shots. He'll rebound. He'll do all the intangibles while other jokers do what they got to do. So I think Duke kind of wins this one kind of easy. I think this game kind of becomes a blowout in my eyes.
I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna go Houston, bro. I'm gonna go Houston with the shocker, bro. Like. Even though they kind of been on a tear, but like to add to that point, LJ Cryer been like lights out offensively, bro. Like he's been like on an offensive surge, bro. Like his offensive output going through this tournament has been put. I'm gonna say he'll put a few people on notice, and to go along with that, the fact that they can score, just defense. Pure defense, that half-court defense that they got puts on a lot of pressure to where, like, again, your guy, Cooper Flag, may not even have as many touches. Or those second chance points that Duke is used to getting because they're so, because they're so tall, that pressure that they have on defense, that affects the game too. So if they can keep them off the boards and keep them out of a rhythm, You know what I'm saying? Just from that pressure, once they pass the half court line, it changes the game. You know what I'm saying? So they can't really get in too many sets, get into too many plays, just because of that pressure. It affects the game at some point. So you match that with some good, with some good quality shots. Adding to the fact that they can probably win on some fast breaks, some turnover points again, just from that defense as well. Like, again, pressure burst pipes, bro. And I think this is one of those cases where they can get a lot of cheat points that add up to a cumulative win. So I'm gonna go in the opposite way. I'm gonna say Houston still gonna be tight. You know what I'm saying? Big shots towards the end of the game, but I have it about probably ending like a 6 point, 7 point margin. Probably 79-71. Houston.
Okay. I can play with that. Don't know who wins. I'm gonna say my national champion. I think Duke pulls out another national championship. John Starr gets his first one, Cooper Flag, goes on a storybook run, be the best player, win the national championship. I think Duke wins it all, and bring the Natty back to Durham, North Carolina. That's who I think gonna win the whole thing.
For sure. I would say I have Florida and Houston in it. It ain't gonna be the game that everybody wants to see, but if I got Houston and Florida in my final championship game, go Houston. Who's up? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the winner that nobody's gonna really remember, a couple years down the road, but you know what I'm saying? They can never take your name out the history books. One of those wins. Like when UVA won that year. So like when UVA won a couple years ago. So
yeah, so I mean, let's see. It should be interesting. So now let's get to the women's tournament.
Thank you. Let's get to something that's actually matters.
So starts tomorrow, 7 p.m. in Tampa. Texas versus South Carolina. Another SEC matchup. South Carolina won in the championship game. They split during the season. I'm nervous about this game. I want Don to win. I'm telling you right now, I'm biased. I want South Carolina to win every time they touch the floor because that's how hard I rock with Don State off the rip. You know what I'm saying? It's Don and then the rest of y'all. I don't care who she got on her team for what. I think Texas.
Yes. Right. And then there's Texas.
Texas got the player of the year.
I know.
South Carolina hasn't been looking as dominant as they normally do. They don't have, they're still trying to figure out. They're not shooting as good right now. Like Powell's not really shooting as good. Tessa's not shooting as good. And Texas is looking kind of good. You know what I'm saying? They're playing good basketball. Third time meeting each other. No, fourth time meeting each other. I'm sorry.
Tough, bro.
It's a tough game. I'm gonna say South Carolina thought the strength of Don, but a tough fought back and forth game. I think that if they want to win, I think that Bree Hall or Fagan gonna have to have a big game. Get the Texas girl in foul trouble. I think Ravens gonna have to be smart with the ball and play good defense. Whoever can do the least amount of turnovers in this game is going to win this basketball game. In a close basketball game. But I think South Carolina pulls it out by 3 points, maybe 5 if you got free throws late. But I think for them to have a good game, I think Fagan or Hall or Tessa going to have to come off the bench knocking shots down. But you're going to have to play defense. Whoever can get the most stops in critical times and not turn the ball over is going to win this basketball game. But a close, fun to watch. It started at 7. I might have to leave work early to see it. So, you know what I'm saying, to watch this game. Because this the one. I ain't going to hold you.
Yeah, bro.
Why is at 7 anyway, yo?
That's still prime time, man. That's not a
on a Friday though.
That's not bro. That's still prime time.
Yeah.
All right, I feel the same way, bro. I don't want to sound like a broken record. Man, listen, like Madison Booker and Taylor Jones is enough to keep you up at night. If I'm Don Staley, you know what I'm saying? It's enough to where you can be like, this game ain't gonna be easy. This game is gonna be far from easy. But again, South Carolina they just battle tested, bro. They defending champs. You know what I mean? They got more than enough shooters. You know what I'm saying? Just on their bench too, depending on how many minutes Malaysia gets, how many minutes Joyce Edwards gets, how many minutes Tessa gets. You know what I'm saying? And I we're all playing it like this is Chloe Kidd's year, but I think there's enough, battle tested tournament players on South Carolina.
Chloe Kidd balled out the last time they met. She ate them up.
You know what I'm saying? So there's enough battle tested players to where they can still win in crunch time. And the thing again about it is that like if Chloe and if Chloe and Joyce have that much of a dominant presence in the paint, the game doesn't have to be close. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're not gonna make you don't have the same presence as your girl, you know what I'm saying, when she was there in South Carolina, but you know what I'm saying, you still got significant points.
This Texas team is very talented, dog. It's the talented Texas team.
They dominant, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like I think it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna still ride with South Carolina. I'm gonna go the same way, but dog, they can hoop. And it counts to have the player of the year on your squad. It counts. Like it matters in certain moments where, bro, like Madison Booker, like she's just a do-it-all player, bro. She can create, she can get her own bucket, she can create, get her own bucket, rebound, do whatever you need to do, bro. And sometimes you just got one of those forces on the court that could they just tip the scale by themselves. Yeah, and I don't know if they can match. Like one thing that's been a problem for South Carolina during this tournament run is that physicality.
Yep.
So that can really pose an issue with Madison there, or with Taylor Jones there. Like it can matter to a certain extent, but overall scoring, South Carolina might have it, bro.
Yeah. The late game, the 9:30 game, UCLA versus UConn. Another great game, great matchup. I think UConn take this. Paige is playing on a different level, yo. I think she doesn't want to end her UConn career without the championship.
Bro, a 40 ball? Was she just how many games has it been since she came up that 40 ball? What was that like?
They had the 40. She backed it up with 31 against USC. Like Paige is balling.
Yeah.
Paige is balling, but UCLA got Lauren Betts. I mean, 6'7".
And Kiki.
So like, I don't know. I just like the way that, and then the freshman Strong, she's playing well. Paige is doing what she's doing. I think Paige is on that mission. Like, hey yo, I cannot leave UConn without a championship.
It's my time. Yeah.
Like I can't leave UConn without a championship. I can't.
Hey man, I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm gonna just give the people what they want. I'm going UConn so I can get South Carolina and UConn in the championship game. That's where I'm going. I'm going to
take it even further. I'm going UConn. I think Paige wins it all. She's really balling right now. She dropped 40. This is dropped 31. Like,
yeah, it's not accidental.
Hot right now.
It's not accidental. You're absolutely right.
She feel that I think like not pressure. I don't want to say pressure, but she knows this is a legacy time for her. Like with all the injuries, with all that other stuff, and with how talented the masses are now in the women's basketball landscape, she knows if she wins one, then she wins it before she leaves this year. That takes her up. That puts her in that great conversation. That's what you come to UConn to be, especially if you're like the number one overall player. You come to UConn to be mentioned with the Stewies, to be mentioned with the Maya Moore, the Tina Paul, the Diana Taurasi, all of them. You come there to be mentioned with them. And The only way you can be mentioned with them is you win the championship. That's the only way.
Gotta win one.
The standard is the standard. I'm sorry. But I kind of jumped the gun. But I got UConn, South Carolina, and I got Paige going off for 40 or 50 in the championship game to do whatever she got to do to win.
Yeesh.
That hurts me. And that hurts me. Because it's Dawn over everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's Dawn Staley over. Don't get it twisted. I will not cry any tears if Paige doesn't win over South Carolina because it's Dawn Staley over everybody.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I think, like, even if I was to go back, all right, because I don't want to just scrub past UCLA like they ain't those girls, right? Like, because just like we talk, like, Paige is a bucket. Paige is a bucket. But I think I like Kiki. I keep going back to Kiki because she might put some pressure on Paige on the defensive side of the ball too. Like, you like, hey, all right,
but Paige.
All right, I'm telling you, cause don't be surprised if we going into like halftime and Paige got 3 fouls.
Yeah,
don't be surprised.
The Paige went the Oklahoma game, went to halftime with 10, she ended up scoring 4, she ended up scoring 30 the second. So
I'm just saying, and I'm just talking about Kiki for UCLA. Now, if you go to South Carolina, which I'm predicting as well, they just go to the championship. Now I got a swarm of guards that I can send your way. I got a swarm of guards that I'm sure Dawn's gonna send her way, like on help defense. Now I'm gonna make everybody else win. Same way they did with Caitlin. I'm gonna send a swarm of guards at you that's gonna carry you all the way up the court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So deny ball, do whatever they got, where they had to make that late switch for Iowa, where they had to deny ball so much that Caitlin had to work the whole game. To where, like, when it started to tail off towards the end of the game, those threes weren't hitting no more because she ain't got no more legs because she been running around, running through screens all game. So I'm gonna take UConn past UCLA, but I'm probably still gonna pick South. I'm still gonna pick South Carolina because she got a swarm of guards that she can send to Paige. So see how she holds up. I'm damn sure I don't see 40, 50 being dropped on South Carolina. Dawn ain't playing that shit.
Yeah. I want to hold on, pulling something up that I saw today that I think is absolutely an egregious list, but I want to get the whole picture. Some people might have saw it on their social media pages. Hold on. I disagree with the list vehemently. It's up to Fox Sports. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
This list right here, bro. Can you see that?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I saw this shit. yeah, I saw this.
This shit right here. And I said, this is a horrible, horrible list.
They got youngins. They got youngins running this page, bro.
Like,
they got youngins running this page.
Like, this list right here. And if you can't see it too good, I'm trying to zoom in. It won't let me, but I can just tell you. This is Fox Sports top 10 all-time women's. No, it's not. It's the wrong one. Is the right one? No, I got the wrong one. Who's on this list? Oh yeah, top 10 women players, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hold on. I want to pull it up on my end. I can see it a little bit. But let's just start at the top, right? This is where the egregiousness starts, right? They got Stewie at number 1. Get it? Yes, I'm okay with that, right? Stewie won 4 natties, right? Get it? She's number 1. 4 national championships. Can't be mad at that. Breanna Stewart's number 1. To put Caitlin Clark number 2.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild.
With no national championship. It's nasty. Like
they using like her highest like
using scored her as number 2 is nasty. Like eventually it got us. I get Caitlin Clark was a great player, but to put her at number 2. But let's keep going. right? You put her ahead of Diana Taurasi, 2-time champion, right? You know, then let's go to number 4. Who's number 4? Not only but the great Cheryl Miller, who was before her time. Like, I scored 105 in high school, Cheryl Miller. Yeah. You put Caitlin Clark ahead of that, ahead of Cheryl Miller. What are we talking about, man? You know, then you put Shamika Holdsclaw in the mix.
They don't know, but they don't know Shamika Holdsclaw though. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know that.
With the Meeks, with the rest of them, with us, you know what I'm saying? Bro. Like right now, Caitlin Clark is not better than no, she's not even 5, right? So let's keep going. Where do I put her? Oh, wait, number 6, you just got Maya Moore, probably one of the greatest women basketball players ever. Right? Why is she not number 2 at least? I get Stewie being number 1 because she won 4 natties. Maya won 2.
Can we just go back to Holdsclaw for a second? Like, like, bro, she's from like Guard City. Like, she was on like the cover of Slam magazine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that Shamika Holdsclaw was like reason why like they call like New York City was I forgot like the exact phrase was like why they make the best guards. She was a part of that reason.
Averaged 20 points per game in sophomore, junior, and senior season, and also averaged 8 rebounds a game in each of those 3 seasons. Was a 2-time player of the year.
Shamika Holdsclaw won 3 natties, bro. 3 natties. 3 natties. She beat, bro, that's what I'm saying. If it's about chips, Caitlin is at the back of the list.
You can't be that high if I never won a championship. I'm sorry. You can't be that high. Then you got Maya Moore, who's arguably one of the top 5 women basketball players ever.
Ever.
You know, 2 player of the year, was named All-American all 4 years she was there. 2-time Wooden Award winner, averaged 23 points in her senior season. You got her at 6. Brittany Griner is at 7. Won a natty, right? Won a natty at Baylor, right? Mm-hmm. Was the first one to like the 6'9" women could dunk the ball in the game. Was unstoppable at Baylor. Like, is this where you kind of start putting Caitlin Clark in the mix?
That's what I'm saying. Like when the list starts to tail off a bit, when it starts to tail off, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's still not tailing off of me. I still don't have Caitlin Clark in the list. Like, it's about to be 8. But 8 is Candace Parker. They put Candace Parker at 8. So you telling me Caitlin Clark had a better career than Candace Parker? That's what we're saying?
That's what we saying. Is that what we saying? I said, where does your Kelsey Plumes fall? Like, where does she fall in the list? Is she on the top 10?
She's not in the top 10, so you don't got no scores. You round out the list with Aja Wilson, championship in South Carolina. They have a statue after her, down there.
Lynette Woodard, where's she at?
Lynette Woodard is 10. Scored over 3,700 points during her 4 years at Kansas. All-American for all 4 years. Like, basically one of the pioneers for the sports. I don't have Caitlin Clark in the top 10.
So, I'm saying, like, there's a few other players that we, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sabrina, I don't remember off the top of her head what her collegiate career was, but maybe she's in there somewhere.
Man, you ain't got the Simone Augustus yet. You ain't got the Cynthia Fowles yet. You ain't got to Jackie Young at Notre Dame or old girl what's her name? I can't never get her name. Akira from old Notre Dame. It's some ballers that won the championship. Yes, she scored a shit ton of points, right? She did. But we're putting her above jokers that got championship pedigree. What are we talking about, man? That just pissed me off so much, bro. Like,
They got kids running that page, bro. It's kid. You looking for impressions? You looking for engagement?
How do you put Caitlin Clark over Maya Moore or
There's no way.
Velocity?
There's no world where she had a better collegiate career than it. That's what I'm saying. And you got again. Maybe y'all just don't know, but I'm going back to Shamik Holtzclaw. Like she was three natties.
What are we talking about? Like that list pissed me off so bad. The only one I agreed with was Stewie at 1 because she won 4.
You know what I'm saying? You can't argue with a clean sweep. You know what I'm saying?
What are we talking about, bro? What are we? You don't have no natty. So how are you the best of all, like number 2 all time with no natty? Like you don't. Then you go ahead and Cheryl Miller. What are we talking about? Probably the best women basketball player ever. That's told by other basketball players.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, bro.
So, you know, so I had to get that out. You know, so there ain't no hate. They can take it as hate. I know the Caitlin fans don't get at me, even though they kind of died down because, you know, it wasn't all about basketball, but we're going to leave it there. But, you know, do want to shout out 2 things before we get up out of here. Shout out to my man, Brian Moore Jr., from Norfolk State Guard, won the Lou Henson Mid-Major Player of the Year, National Player of the Year Award. Big deal. Won that. Shout out to him. First Norfolk State player to win it since Kylo Quinn won it. So, you know, average 19 points a game on 55% shooting from the field. Big shout out to you, big dog. Shout out again to Coach Vickers. Even though he's leaving, he did win the KYAL National Coach of the Year for Division I basketball. Big honor. HBCU coaches usually don't get recognized for that, but he got it. You know, won that. You know what I'm saying? So I do got to shout out my fellow Spartans, you know, for winning really big awards, like real national awards, not just like, you know, state awards or whatever like that. Like winning some of these awards that like are nationally known and getting recognized. Shout out to them and the season that they had. So I had to get that out the way. You know, I'm always gonna shout out my Spartans and my Spartan family. Even though the season tickets for football went on sale, yeah, that price. I mean, I know Vic here, but that price kind of high. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's the old price. That's the old price. Yeah, bro. Like, and he's completed what? Spring ball not too long ago?
No, it's still going.
Spring ball? Okay. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's the old price.
I think general admission is like $200, you know. But, you know, top Spartan Nation, you know, get the bag while you can. You know what I'm saying? Get the bag.
You gonna make the thing. Or you have to pay to see me, gang. You have to pay to see me.
Yeah, man. But, you know, shout out to that. Coming up this week on our episode right now, we are talking straight sports beef. You know what I'm saying? So this Monday episode, we talking straight sports beef, getting into Stephen A. and LeBron. What else we get into? We got into it. Why journalists talking shit, now it's catching up with them. Like anything sports beef related, we get into this Monday. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share. This is your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Mm-hmm. You know, we're here every Thursday around 9:30. I can't say right at 9:30 because, you know, we be late. But we'll be here Thursday, 9:30. Let's talk about it. We have a live podcast, engage with the chat. You know, I didn't drop the link this time, but we might drop the link next time where people can come up, get their opinion, especially as we get close to the draft and after the draft happened. You know what I'm saying? Come tell us how your team did. You know, tell us how your team did, man. We love to hear, you know, from the people that's watching us in our day ones. You know what I'm saying? But until next time, my name's Anthony. It's my main man, Kenny. This is IDK Sports Podcast. Until next time.
What's happening?